COVID numbers go up, they go down, the rules are changing by now. You've developed some coping strategies for COVID-19, for quarantine, and for just being alive in 2020. For those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, there's one big change coming. It's cooler weather. And if you're like me, being outside has been one of your favorite coping strategies or your most successful coping strategies to de-stress, to keep active, and to keep your mind clear during this stressful time. I'm Joan Craig with Choose Joyful Health, and in this video I'll share with you some tips to stay healthy and sane as we approach the cooler months of uncertain times. Strategy number 1 is called NEAT. NEAT stands for Non-Exercise Activity Thermogenesis. That's a very long way to say that we burn calories by movement, even if it's not exercise type movement, like fidgeting burns calories. Recreational shopping burns calories. Walking to your car from your house or walking to your public transportation to go run an errand burns calories. And unfortunately, those of us who've been staying home are missing a lot of those small ways that we kept moving before quarantine. If you're not already on the bandwagon with a Fitbit or a special watch or a pedometer, I encourage you to look into these options. There's some very low cost options, and in fact, I use a very low tack old school pedometer. It tells the truth. And if I've been in the house and haven't been moving, it will tell me that. So even if the weather is unpleasant and I can't do as many things outside, I can be reminded to get some non-exercise activity thermogenesis even around the house. Strategy number 2 is to cross-train. When you first hear that term, you may think of elite athletes who cross-train so that their muscles are used in a variety of ways, not just the ways that are demanded in their particular sport. We can cross-train as well. If you normally like to exercise outside, as I do, it's time to get creative. It's time to find some new YouTube videos. It's time to sign up for some online classes. It's time to take a course. Maybe this is the season that you learn some new skills. Maybe this is the season you finally learn to dance a certain way. Or maybe this is the season you finally establish that habit of doing weight-bearing exercise for your bones. Either way, I encourage you to think about cross-training and looking at new ways to keep moving this season. Strategy number 3 is to ask for help. Quarantine may have you in a situation where you feel quite isolated. We can ask for help from friends, from family members, and in some cases from professionals to help us. That person doesn't even have to be near you. It could just be someone that checks on you with an email or a phone call, and you can commit to each other to stay active during this season. I hope these tips have been helpful. If you'd love to find out more, I'd love to meet you and get to know you at choosejoyfulhealth.com. And I have some resources there, including a daily health habits tracker, which is what I use to make sure I'm eating enough vegetables, I'm getting enough activity, keeps track of my sleep, and some other key health habits that I found are crucial for our overall wellness of mind, body, and spirit. Thank you so much.